Hello everyone, my name is Manas Upadhyay. I am pursuing construction engineering and management from the CEPT University. I am currently in the second semester. My student code is PCM23202. This semester focuses on construction project execution, monitoring and control, for which we are getting different kind of project to study. For purpose of this presentation, I will be taking you through our study of high-rise residential project. Now moving to the project brief. As we know, Sarkaraj Gandhinagar Highway, which is Ahmedabad, one of the most flourishing, convenient, accessible and prime location. Our project is situated from the connecting ISKCON Crossroad of SG Highway, which is 200 meter from Karnavati Club and 200 meter from ISKCON Crossroad. Today, the area occupies some of the elite and post resident. Moreover, the highway is an open green belt with wide roads and multi-story commercial spaces. Our project offers a host of premium facilities in future to ensure a luxurious and comfortable living experience. The building boasts an impressive ceiling height, providing a spacious and airy ambience. Our project amenities are like club and multifunctional hall, landscape spaces, swimming pool, and a gym. The objective of our project is to promote social togetherness by developing a residential community with all amenities, ensuring a wide angle view of the surrounding at a prime location. The plot area of our project is 8,737 square meter. The carpet area is around 47,181 square meter. We have 4 BHK and 5 BHK flats. In 4 BHK, 29 floors are there and 58 units. In 5 BHK, 29 floor and 58 units. And our project is contract type square foot basic. The project of start of our project is commencement February 2023. The date of completion is will be January 2026, and the technology which we are using is My1 technology. Now moving to the pre-construction meeting, which are needs to be discussed with contractor regarding the expectation and responsibility of different stakeholder. This type of activity helps contractor to increase the efficiency of overall project. It can minimize the risk and help to achieve the goal within the time and budget. These are the five pre-construction meetings which are done before the execution. The first one will be the project brief meeting, which is done for the design purposes. Second will be the costing and budget finalizing meeting, that the project should complete within the 2 years. The third one will be the contracting strategy finalizing meeting, and the fourth one will be the project execution kickoff meeting, which is done in the client office. The attendees of will be the general contractor, get procurement and contract, design head, company director, chief of operation planning and coordination head, quality manager, and safety manager. The last one will be the design review meeting. Design review meeting will be done after project execution kickoff meeting. The changes in the design will be done after the execution of meeting for the project later on go on. This is the electricity requirement on our side. These are the 8 machines which are taking the electricity, and these are the quantities. And these are the consumption of taking of electricity of our machines. These are the units in horsepower, some are in kilowatt and some are in horsepower. From this, we are getting the total consumption of all each 8 machines. From this, we converted the machines units to the kilowatt and kilowatt to kilowatt per hour. From this, we are getting total consumption per day, which is around 76.98, and kilowatt per hour will be 399.24. And the monthly consumption which are we are getting 2,386, and kilowatt per hour 11,977.2. In Ahmedabad, the price is 8 rupees per electricity. From that, we are getting the 95,870 rupees per month price of each 8 machines electricity requirement. The inference we get the quality and equipment department confirmed the concession to be 2,050 units. Therefore, total cost coming around 95,000. The total cost aligned with the overall concession from tools and on-site power consumption. The quality control, which the first one will be the QC check for identifying and correcting defect may occur. The second one will be the external testing, which tests the construction material for quality and steel. The third one will be NTS, material testing certificate. This documented material used in construction meet specified requirement and standard. Then the last one will be third party consulted outside of our construction site. The last one will be the legal life compliance for the car policy is covered for both contractor and subcontractor working. It covers the risks such as damage to material and property. Then the workman construction insurance policy. This policy covers work related injury. It covers medical expenses, lost wages. The comprehensive legal insurance policy for the raining of waters and the other force majeure risks. Then the insurance policy for plant and machinery, which is for the equipment and damage of the machines. And then moving to the legal approval with costs associated. The first one will be the fire NOC. The price of fire LOC will be around 2,500 per block, and insurance fee will be 1,000. Then the moving to the building plan approval, which is around 5 rupees per square feet. Then the lift license, which is around 1,500 and 5,000 for each lifting and building and above floors. Then the fourth one will be the level license, which is come around 4,500, and the security deposit will be around 2,70,000. And these are the tower cranes. In our side, there is two tower cranes. The company name will be the Potent Tower Cranes, and the arm length is 50 meters and the load capacity is 1 ton. Now moving to the site layout planning. This is the critics layout plan which we identify for improvement layout, and these are the critics which we identify. The first is that there is no space for material storage on site, which can cause lot of problem for construction activity. In construction site, there are only one washroom available for use. The washroom was shared for both the staffs and labor working on the site. Was not the convenient setup, but it was the only option available at the time. The third one will be the currently quality lab on site is quite small, and the quality is located outside of the quality lab. As a result, lot of quality data is being stored at the planning office due to limited space available. The steel scrap, there is only one steel scrap behind at the site store. However, the location of steel scrap is far from the crane V. The labor entrance to facilitate a better approach of crane V at tower V. And as of now, the cranes are placed on a separate footing in the non-tower area. Increased footing and repair costs in the future. It is important to use the term visibility. These are total critics we identify, and these are the areas of improvement, like the two tower cranes should be in the footing, and these are all the which we identify. And these are all the allowable wastage which we identify: reinforcement, binding wire, concrete, filling soil, shuttering board, water, electricity, plastic pipes, and fuels. From this, we got that table outlines the allowable wastage percentage for various on-site material with reasons such as design changes, lack of training, transportation issue, and equipment is affecting wastage levels. And these are the proposed layout we got from the critics layout. We identify the info layout. This is the revised current location which we have given from changing the critics layout. Then the material storage we have changes which we have given in the second phase. The third one will be the revised washroom, which is given near the material storage. Inside the QC lab, we have included the tank inside the quality lab. Revised client washroom for both male and female. Steel storage, we have given the separate place. And the sixth one will be the steel storage. This is the empty places which we have given the steel storage places. Then seventh one will be steel storage spaces two, steel scrap and designated parking space for both the two-wheeler and four-wheeler. Now we have only two-wheeler parking spaces. Now moving to the core planning, we have two cores on our side, core 1 and core 2. We have calculated from the structure drawing of each things like slab, beams, column. From slab in core 1, the area is coming 677 meters square. Slab thickness is around 0.15 meters. Total volume is 92.25 meter cube. In core 2, same thing will be followed the process. Slab area will be 615 meters square. Slab thickness is 0.15. The total volume is 101.55 meter cube. From this, we are getting the total concrete quantity for core 1. We calculated total volume of columns, slabs, and beams. From these total volumes, which we are getting 248.23 meter cube, and for one floor, 677 meter square. From this, we are getting coefficient 0.36 meter cube for the core 1. In core 2, for same thing process followed. For column slabs, we calculated the total volume which we are getting to 7.56 meter cube. The coefficient which we are getting 0.41 meter cube per meter square. For averaging both the coefficient, which is come around 0.38 meter cube. From this, we calculated the productivity of concrete in core 1 and core 2 for both. We taken the total volume to 48 and to 48.7 meter cube. The number of labors will be around 11 and the total time will be 13 hours. From this, we calculated the unit, which is come around 0.57 meter cube and 0.51 meter cube. The average productivity of both the cores is 0.54 meter cube per man hour. Now moving to the value stream mapping, we have observed the activity of in non-tower area formwork of pipe span. The timing which we have done is 9 a.m. to 7:23 p.m. The observed area is 180 square meter, and the slab formwork we have done. And we have observed the three carpenter and two helper. And these are the slab for formwork in the which is given in the design area. The process which we followed is assembly of labor, mobilization of tool, in which several methodology procedures must be followed to effectively transfer necessary supplies when mobilization material activity on a construction site. Then third is mobilization of material, fixing of UJAC, and then waiting for next activity, fixing data box to UJAC, setting of plan. And these are the activity which we have observed, like assembly of labors, mobilization of UJAC, and duration which we have observed 25 minutes, 42 minutes from we taken the stopwatch from which time start and which time end. From that we have added a validity time, non-validity time, CO time, and CT time. From this we getting the for the current state mapping. Now moving to the this is the take time calculation we have taken for the current state mapping, total area of slab, available time, working hour per day, observed taken on site, observed slab area, time taken for completion. That time we calculated for current productivity, and target required to meet demand time. And this is the value stream mapping chart, which shows the process of senior engineer, assistant engineer, project manager will inform the client, then planning engineer, assistant engineer will follow the supervisor, and the supervisor will go to the warehouse and on-site store. Then this is the chart from the current state mapping, which is come around 608, for evaluating time, which is around 230, and non-evaluating time, which is 308. From interest, we come with the assembly of labor and mobilization of tools and material to considerable time, potentially impacting overall efficiency. And these are the legend for value stream mapping, and these are the best category which we identified for the assembly of labors, mobilization of tools, which come in the motion and waiting, mobilization of tool, which comes in motions and waiting, mobilization of material, setting of ply, mobilization of material, setting of ply. This is the process which we are connecting from that, and which we identify what waste which is coming, like assembly of labor. Now it is coming waiting, it is more for the labor to identify the projects. Now moving to the material inventory management, under which we have done ABC analysis. ABC analysis is done to classify material into three categories. Category A, material require largest investment and more rigorous and intensive control. Category B, material is comparatively less expensive and require less control than A. And category C, material require relative small investment, requires minimum control. This provide table offers a detailed breakdown of various material utilized in construction project along with the respective units, price units, overall project quantities, and the resulting cost. The first one is reinforcement, second is concrete, third is ASC block, fourth is cement, binding wire, and sand. This is the unit and unit rate. Overall requirement quantity of reinforcement is 6,720, concrete is 48,000, ASC block cement and binding wire and sand. This is the cost of material and this is the cumulative cost. And this is again the percentage of unit percent cost and this is the cumulative percent cost. And this is the class category which we showed before the ABC analysis. And this is the comparison of all reinforcement concrete which is come around. Reinforcement is comparatively higher than concrete and AC block, cement, binding wire and sand. Reinforcement and concrete belong to Class A category, consisting 61% and 35%. This implies that these material demand major control measure than B and C class of material. This is the risk management. After completing on the MSP and the Primavera, we identify the risk which will over the project. The scope of work is to identify the risk from the first floor to the second floor. The lookout period will be around from 7th April to 22 April. The process involved in risk analysis is importing the project schedule prepared in the Primavera software. The step 2 will be pre-analysis check of the project when imported to the risk register and mostly likely duration. The third one will be the risk register. They prepared the project as per the different places. The fourth one will be the running the project analysis of the project. Then the fifth one will be analyzing the graph, and the sixth one will be the risk matrix will be generated. And these are the risk names which we identify, and these are the risk ID. These are the risks which we have performed on the risk analysis software, and these are the pre-mitigated risk, and this is the post-mitigated risk. These are the moderate risk, and this risk are in the high risk, which is like A1 and A14, which come like lack of coordination among consultant and delay in the schedule project. Some risk can be mitigated, and some risk cannot be mitigated, some risk can be reduced, and some risk can be accepted. After completing this risk, the software give the value of the high risk. So A1 and A40, which is getting the most value of high risk, which is deducted and which is come in the medium zone, which is in yellow zone. So in the high risk zone, the lack of coordination of among consultant, which is coming 56, and the delay in the project timeline scored at 40. So after mitigating both the A1 and 40 risk, the result scoring transition into the yellow zone, reflecting improved but still moderate risk level. So this all red risk come in the moderate level. So there is no risk in the red zone, and there is no such risk which are accepting. So every risk can be mitigated. This risk in the red zone which is getting the highest risk. So after identify each risk, we identify various graphs like cost distribution graphs, duration sensitivity. So these graphs just give on the quad basis like optimistic time and minimum and maximum time. So the first one is the cost distribution graph, which shows the total cost of the project and total cost of project, which is come around 23%. This yellow line shows the optimistic time, which is 23% of probability, which is mostly which will be around 2 lakh 21 lakh 40,026, and 50% of falling off is 21 lakh 44,597, and 80% of probability of being within is 21 lakh 49,000. This indicator help in assigning the budget planning and assigning risk throughout the project life cycle. And this is the duration sensitivity. It can be inferred from the graph that the beam reinforcement have maximum density, duration density, which is taking the most duration of our project, so which is 72%. The activity is most likely to affect the duration of the project, giving higher risk in schedule for completion. So this graph which we are getting from the risk register, which we identify the which 1676 which we have put it. From that, this graph shows that the duration of the project can be delayed and at what time the project can be completed, at what time can be optimistic project can be completed, and what maximum time and what minimum time, what cost could be at the time of that date, and what the maximum project could be completed. Now moving to the key learning. The first one is project group. We show the basic detail of project where explain which is location, project objective, stakeholder, and type of project. In pre-construction, we identify the entire details of activity involved duration pre-construction phases like water supply, electricity supply, labor colony, and security approval, license, and successful project commencement. The third one is site layout planning, where we observe better proposal from understanding and improve layout plans and prepare. This included the location of plant, store, and washroom and existing site layout. Then moving to the port planning, carried out calculation for steel, concrete, and formula two ports on our site. Then material and inventory management, EOQ model, ABC analysis, HML analysis, which we identify and we show the cycle time and inventory period. Then the value stream mapping, from this the slab bottom homework activity which we observed from 9 a.m. to 7:23 p.m. Which we identify the value adding and non-value type. In the future state mapping, which we apply the lean tools like Kanban, etc. for lead time calculation and reduce their wastage. On value management, our project schedule was prepared in MSP and Primavera, and look ahead was analyzed from 7 to 22 April, was determined to calculate the CPI and SPI of the look ahead, in which we calculated the SPI is 1 and CPI is 0.88, indicating project is over budgeted. So these are the topics which we covered in our studio, and all the project will be sufficient.